When logging into your yearbook, ensure you select the correct yearbook first. Then, enter your username followed by your password. Once you log in, you'll arrive at the Book Manager, which is divided into two sections. On the left, the black table displays the various tools at your disposal, and on the right, you'll see the functionality of the selected tool. By default, the Edit Book Tools is activated. This is your workspace for editing yearbooks, where you can create pages, delete sections, etc. In the yearbook photo album, you'll create photo albums and upload photos to be used. The community photo album is the space where you create folders that the community can access to upload their photos for various school events. In the Manage Portrait section, you upload your PSPA file and oversee your portrait database. The Admin section, accessible only to the Editor-in-Chief, includes the Storefront option, which, if enabled by your publisher, allows for online yearbook sales. The Report section provides a view of your yearbook's progress status. Manage Team is the area where you can set up multiple users with varying permissions to collaborate on the yearbook. Finally, Submit to Publisher is the step where, once everything is complete, you submit the final cover and book to your publisher. Starting with the Manage Team feature is often the initial step, as it involves setting up your editorial team. We provide 3 tiers of user roles, each with distinct permissions. The Editor-in-Chief holds the highest authority, essentially serving as the yearbook's admin. It's advisable to limit this role to 1 or 2 individuals since they have complete control over the yearbook. Next, we have the editor's role. Editors can adjust the book structure, such as adding or moving pages, deleting sections, creating photo albums, and uploading photos. Assign this role to those you trust. The final role is the staffer, typically students or guest contributors who are allowed to work only on assigned pages. This role is an effective way to ensure individuals focus on their respective pages. To add a user, regardless of the role tab you're in, click the Add New button. You'll need to enter the user's first name and last name. Providing a contact email is optional, as not all students may have school emails. However, supplying an email allows the user to receive a welcome message and reset their password if needed. Assign a username for the team member. Select the user's role from the drop-down menu. For editors, you can choose whether they have the ability to manage portraits. For staffers, you can determine their ability to upload photos and create photo albums. After setting the password, click Add User to complete the process. Remember, you can add as many team members as needed, but it's crucial never to share passwords or accounts. Now that we've established our team, it's time to organize the structure of our yearbook. Begin by clicking on Edit Book. At the top of the interface, you'll see 3 horizontal lines. Clicking on this icon allows you to toggle the yearbook view to full screen. Clicking it again will bring back the toolbar menu. The first informational area indicates whether your yearbook is within its page limit, has too many pages, or needs more. The second area provides important deadlines, the cover submission date to your publisher, and the final due date for the entire yearbook. In just a moment, we'll explore the checkout feature, marked by a blue bar. A yearbook is divided into sections and pages, including a mandatory cover section. Each section can be either collapsed or expanded as needed. Please note that a page must be placed within a section. To edit the book structure, you must check out the book, which temporarily prevents others from making changes until you check it back in. When the book is checked out, the checkout bar will turn from blue to orange, signaling that new editing features are now accessible. Among these new features is the Add Section button. Let's proceed by creating an introductory section. After adding the new section, it's easy to rearrange if you realize it's not in the desired order. Click on Move section in the bottom toolbar to adjust the layout visual for optimal organization, allowing us to reposition our introduction section to the beginning quickly. Click Move section again to return to the standard page view. Adding pages follows a similar intuitive process. You'll see a plus sign throughout the interface. Clicking it allows you to add pages precisely where you want them. The number of pages you can add at once is adjustable via the Add Pages setting found in the bottom toolbar. It's set to 2 by default, but you can change this to any number you prefer. Let's go ahead and add 2 pages now. Next, we want to move the Note from the Principal page to the beginning of the introduction section. You can move a page by clicking on the Move area. The software will display a large blue line indicating where the page will be inserted. On the far right of each section, a 3 vertical dot menu icon provides various options. Here, you can assign the section to specific staff members, a convenient way to distribute multiple pages to a team member. You can also rename the section, delete it, or generate a low-resolution PDF of the pages within that section. Pages come with their own set of dedicated options. Hovering over a page reveals a three-dot horizontal menu. From here, you can assign the page to a specific team member, view all associated comments, submit it for review, duplicate it, delete it, or view it as a low-resolution PDF. Finally, look at the bottom toolbar, which introduces a new set of features. Clicking on the Book Preview switch changes how you view your yearbook. Clicking it again returns you to the default view. Use viewing filters to streamline your workflow. For example, you can filter to see only the pages assigned to you or track pages by their status, whether not started, in progress, etc. A three-dot vertical menu here allows you to generate a low-resolution PDF of your entire yearbook or toggle the visibility of page numbering. Lastly, when you hover over the cover or any page, you'll see an Edit button. Clicking this button will open the page editor, which we will discuss shortly. Having finalized the structure of our yearbook, we're now ready to upload photos, allowing team members to personalize their pages. To start, navigate to the Yearbook Photo Albums section. For demonstration purposes, I've pre-arranged several albums. You can explore these by clicking on any album of your choice, where you'll find photos organized chronologically for easy browsing. To return to the album overview, click the Back button. Hovering over an album reveals a three-dot menu offering additional options. Here, you can rename or delete the album. To add a new album, click New Album, name it Football, and enter it to begin uploading photos. Select Upload Photos and browse to the desired files. Once chosen, click Open to initiate the upload. After uploading, you have several management options. Select All chooses all photos, while Select None clears selections. Individual images can be selected by clicking the circle on each photo. Options to delete or download photos are available, which is helpful for editing externally in your favorite paint program before re-uploading. Should photos need relocating, Move Photos allows you to transfer them to another album or create a new one for them if the intended destination doesn't exist. Located on the right side of the toolbar is a three-dot vertical menu icon. This feature enables you to rearrange the photos according to your preferences, allowing sorting by upload date or name in either ascending or descending order. Additionally, it offers a handy option to display the file names of the photos and filter and view only the images you've uploaded. Throughout the school year, you'll likely have events where collecting photos is desired. To facilitate this, click on Community Photo Albums. In the Community Photo Albums, you can create albums and generate shareable links, enabling you to safely gather photos from your community members, including students, parents, and staff. It's important to note that photos submitted will not be immediately available in your yearbook. They require approval first, a critical step for ensuring the security and appropriateness of the content in your yearbook. I've already set up a science fair album for illustrative purposes. To view it, click on the album folder, where you'll find photos uploaded by your community. This feature mirrors the functionality of the yearbook photo album we discussed earlier. To approve photos, select the desired ones and click Move Photos. Choose the photo album you wish to move them to. These are the same ones we explored before. Transferring these photos will make them accessible to all team members. You also have the option to create a new photo album on the spot if needed. For instance, by clicking Create New Album, naming it Science Fair, and then clicking Create an Album. Now you can move photos into this new album. Let's revisit the yearbook photo album, where you'll now see the approved Science Fair album, ready for team member use. Returning to the community photo albums, let's create a new shared folder named Soccer. Hovering over the album reveals a three-dot horizontal menu, allowing you to rename, delete, or obtain a shareable link for the album. Clicking on this menu provides you with a URL to share with your community. You can deactivate this link anytime by toggling the link sharing switch off and on. Additionally, a three-dot vertical menu on the right offers global features for community albums, such as disabling guest uploading for all shared albums, resetting passwords, since all shared folders are password protected, and copying sharing links for easy distribution. This flexibility allows you to share individual links or a single link that simultaneously grants access to all shared folders. Upload Link is compatible with any device, phones, tablets, Android, iOS, as well as all browsers and computers, whether Mac or PC. To contribute photos, click on the desired album, enter the password provided by the school, and click the Click to Upload Photos button. This will grant you access to the photo gallery, allowing you to begin uploading. Please be aware that, for privacy reasons, only the photos uploaded during this session will be displayed. Finally, returning to our yearbook community album, you'll find the soccer photos that have been uploaded, showcasing the seamless integration of this feature into the yearbook preparation process. With the photos now at our disposal, let's proceed to the page editor to craft the layout of our yearbook pages. Begin by selecting Edit Book, then click on Edit on the desired page to enter the page editor. Similar to the Book Manager, the page editor offers a variety of tools on the left panel. On this page, you'll notice the ability to have text in diverse fonts and sizes, alongside background images, photos, and clip art to create visually captivating pages. The following 2 pages reveal that it is possible to have editorial-style visuals for a distinctly different aesthetic. Activating the page thumbnail strip at the bottom enhances navigation by displaying all pages, allowing for swift scrolling through the book. It's worth noting that every page showcased in this demo yearbook was designed using our provided layouts and templates designed to help you quickly achieve attractive page designs. Let's navigate to the 2 blank pages we created earlier. We can turn off the thumbnail view by clicking Pages again, maximizing the editor space for a more focused design experience. The red border surrounding the page indicates the bleed area, where the paper will be trimmed during the book's assembly process after printing. The green line marks the safe area, ensuring all content remains visible upon printing. Placing all text and vital photos within this safe zone is crucial to avoid any content being cut off. However, to prevent unprinted margins, a background image should also extend across the entire page, covering the bleed area. In the top right corner, you'll find options to create 3 types of objects: image frame, shape, and text. Let's proceed with adding an image frame. This placeholder allows you to drag and drop a photo into it later, which is helpful for pre-designing layouts. Position the frame within the safe area by dragging it, and then resizing it to form a perfect rectangle. By selecting Image Tools and then Split Image, you can divide the frame into 4 separate images. This split image feature enables the creation of custom mosaics. On the left, with photos selected, you'll observe the albums area displaying all previously managed photo albums. Clicking on Graduation reveals all photos within, with a small circle indicating that the photo was used 3 times. Choose a picture and drag it into your desired image frame. Photos can also be dragged and dropped freely outside an image frame, and replacing a photo is as simple as dropping a new one over the existing image. Resizing a photo is straightforward. Just grab and pull on any handles. To delete a photo, select it and press the Delete key on your keyboard. Make a rectangular selection around the images you wish to delete for bulk actions, leaving out any you want to keep. Upon selecting a photo, besides the resize handles, you'll notice 3 icons in the middle of the image. The Rotate icon allows free image rotation, while holding the Alt key enables rotation in 7.5-degree increments. The magnifying glass icon permits zooming in and out within the frame, and the central icon facilitates panning the image within its frame. Once you've selected a photo or multiple photos, you'll find various options in the toolbar. To add a border around your image, click the Border tool and toggle the border switch to On. Use the Size slider to adjust the thickness of the border. The default border color is white, but you can choose a different color by clicking on the color option. To add a shadow, select the Shadow tool and activate it by switching it on. This allows you to modify the shadow's depth, blur, angle, and color. Click Shape and adjust the corner size of the image rectangle by using the Size slider. You can change the default shape to a circle or oval. Finally, enhance your photo's overall look by clicking on Image FX. Here, you can adjust settings such as brightness, contrast, and saturation. This tool also offers options to change the image's opacity and to flip the image horizontally or vertically, providing further customization to achieve the perfect visual effect. Moving back to resizing, by default, if multiple objects are selected, they will resize individually. To resize them proportionally, you can use the grouping feature. Click on Group, then Group Frames, to merge them into a single entity. This ensures that resizing affects them proportionally. To revert to individual frames, click Ungroup Frames. Next, to adjust how objects overlap, click on Order. This feature allows you to modify the Z-order of any objects. For example, selecting Send to Back moves the photo behind others. Memento Yearbook provides thousands of clip arts. Click on the Elements tab to access and browse all categories. For instance, navigate to Arrow to add an arrow by dragging and dropping it onto the page. Similar to images, clip arts can be moved, resized, and rotated. To locate specific items, click the Back button to return to the previous page, then utilize the search field. If you're in search of a heart, simply type Heart into the search bar, find the one you prefer, and drag and drop it onto your page. To customize the colors of images or clip art, select the image you wish to adjust, then click Image FX. Use the Hue Rotate slider to achieve the desired color. To add a shape, click on Shape. Like images, you can customize shapes by setting a border, changing the fill color, adding a shadow, and changing the shape's form, providing extensive design flexibility. Now, select all objects and press the Delete key to remove them. Next, click on the Text option to add text to the page. To begin, click in the Large Editing field to either type your text manually or paste it from your clipboard. Adjust the text box size as needed by clicking on the corner to resize. To change the text color, click on the Color tile and select your desired color. For font selection, use the Font drop-down menu to choose the font that best suits your needs. Adjusting the font size is straightforward. You can enter the size directly or select a preset option from the drop-down menu. Depending on the font you've chosen, you can apply bold or italic styles and select an alignment that complements your design. To add a shadow, click the Shadow tool and toggle the switch to activate it. Then, adjust the settings to achieve the desired effect. To set a background, navigate to the Background tab. Change the background color by clicking on the Color tile and selecting a color. Explore a variety of backgrounds by browsing through our extensive categories. For a unique touch, delve into the comic category and select a background with a simple click. Note that backgrounds can also be dragged and dropped as images for design purposes. After selecting a background, you can rotate it, resize it, and position it behind the text by clicking Order and selecting Send to Back. Finally, to modify the background color to something more vibrant, click on the Background tab again to choose a new color. Let's edit the other page and explore briefly the hundreds of layouts to choose from. Simply click on your preferred category and then select the design you wish to use. I'll show some templates from various categories to showcase the breadth of our selection. Now, let's look at how to create Portrait panel. But first, let's review some examples we've already completed. These panels demonstrate the extensive customization possibilities, illustrating how far you can take your designs. To add portraits, let's return to the Book Manager by clicking on Close. Let's check out the book. Scroll to the bottom of the yearbook and create a new section named Panels. Next, click Edit Portrait Pages and select the grades you wish to include. In this instance, we'll include grades 6, 7, and 8. Add them to this section by clicking the right arrow, then click Next Step. At this stage, you can rearrange the order in which these grades appear by dragging and dropping a grade. Click Next Step to choose from one of the 3 portrait templates available. Don't worry, you can modify the layout later in the editor. Then click Next Step again. In this last step, double-check everything is as you want, then click Add to Book. The new panels are now flowing into our panel section. Click Edit to access the editor and make them look nicer. To modify the visuals of portraits, navigate to the Portraits tab. Ensure the book is checked out, as changes may affect the book structure. including the number and arrangement of pages. Click the Checkout button and scroll to the end of the thumbnail bar to view our new panels. Let's examine the various features available across 3 tabs: Layout, Visual, and Knockout. In the Layout tab, you'll determine the structure of your page. Within the Layout settings, decide whether your modifications apply to the current page or the entire section. Starting with the entire section is advisable to maintain consistency. Later, you can focus on individual pages for specific visuals, though using multiple sections is recommended for easier design management. The Template dropdown allows the selection of specific visuals. For example, choosing Side Label and clicking Update Layout to preview the changes. If fonts appear too large, navigate to the Visual tab. Ensure Apply to the section is selected for widespread adjustments, then modify the text. Select Text, switch to the preferred font, Economica, and set the font size to 6 for a more suitable appearance. Returning to Portraits layouts, choose the Vintage template, set it to 9 rows and 8 columns, and update the layout. To increase space for the title section, select half row for the page title height. Finally, to highlight the teacher as a feature frame, activate the Feature Frame switch, select the teacher role, and click Update Layout to apply the changes. Let's adjust the font size to Economica at a size of 4 since switching to a different portrait template reverts the font settings. Let's edit the other page and add a background. Click on the Background tab and search for a classroom background. I will apply this background by clicking on it. Returning to Portraits, I click on the Visual tab and select Apply to Current Page because I want the changes to affect only grade 7. Now, I will adjust the visuals of all portraits on this page by changing a few items, like background, border, and text color. I click on Apply to selected item to only change one item. Lastly, I want to make the teacher's name larger. Next, let's click Knockout because we aim to create a pattern from this page and turn the switch on. We will click on each portrait we want to hide. Memento Yearbook will automatically adjust the layout in real time. Now that we are satisfied with our pattern, let's click on Element and choose the Monster category. I will drag and drop this monster here for the final touch. Returning to Portraits, more features are available, such as Label, where we can add a salutation, a title, or split the name over 2 lines to name a few. The Margins option allows you to adjust where the portraits will be positioned, and Advanced lets you control the spacing between rows and columns. Let's return to the Book Manager by clicking Close. When you have finished your yearbook, the final step is to submit it to the publisher. Click on the Submit to Publisher tab, then click on Cover and Create New Proof. Memento Yearbook will create the proof PDF on our server, which should take a few minutes. Once done, click on Review Cover, click Approve, and then click Mark Review as Complete. Finally, click on Submit to Publisher. You will follow the same process for your book. I hope you have learned a few things in this walkthrough. Remember, we also offer more in-depth video tutorials and a rich knowledge base for you to learn more.